Hi, everyone. My name is Noel Rosen. I'm the leader of a pro law enforcement movement called Rally for LE, or Rally for Law Enforcement. And once again, this week, I see the anti cop protesters out there again, like they have been doing for a while now, claiming that they're protesting police brutality. Give it a rest already. Where are any of you when a cop is attacked or killed by one of those thugs that you hold in such high regard? I don't see any of you out there protesting that. You are silent. That's right, you remain silent when something like that happens. In the last 2 weeks, 3 police officers have been killed in the line of duty by the criminals. Yes, they're thugs. And I find it sickening and despicable that these people that are out there protesting against the police would back the thugs. Shows how backwards our country has become. I want all of the police officers out there to know, as well as their families, that there are good people like myself that are out there rallying in support of what you do for our community. I appreciate the sacrifice that you make for our community. Your police officers are willing to literally lay their lives on the line to make sure our community is kept safe. I don't see any of these anti-cop types out there. I don't see any of these anarchists out there. I don't see any of these race baiters and these haters out there and these pitchmen out there willing to do the same thing. Police officers have sworn on an oath to protect our community, and they do it. The attacks on police officers in this country needs to stop now. But I will keep rallying, and I know the members of our movement will keep rallying in support of the police because it's the right thing to do, and it shows that we support community. We're not out there trying to tear it down like the opposition is. And here's another sad thing that I've seen. The media also attacking the cops with their headlines and their stories, bashing the police, and basically giving a lot of coverage to the anti-cop movement. That's what I call it. It's the anti-cop movement. There's no other way to say it. The media needs to know. And maybe they want, I don't know if they're trying to ignore it or they conveniently forgot, but yes, a pro-police movement exists. And we're growing. And we're going to keep at, and I want everyone to know that we are going to keep rallying in support of the police. For those of you that do not like the police, hey, don't call 911 when you need help. Call a criminal instead. You seem to hold them in high regard. Hey, why don't you put him to the test, right? You know, believe it or not, the police officers are willing to respond to help even those that don't like them and have just a pure hatred of them. Because for cops, all lives matter. we need to start supporting the cops. And, you know, it's funny. I don't see any of the anti-cop protesters doing anything to make a difference in their community that's positive. And I don't see that at all. And, you know, if you want to make your community better, work to achieve that goal. Work with the police to make the community better. There's an option right there. Stop complaining, work with the police, and be willing to make it work. And I also would like to say this. My condolences go out to the families of the fallen law enforcement officers that have lost their lives in the line of duty. And the families make a special sacrifice as well. So I want to thank you for that, too. Thin blue line is there for a reason, people. It's a dividing line between order and chaos. And I damn well do not want the criminals running wild in our community. Okay? But like I said, stop attacking the cops. You don't like the cops, fine. Okay? But you don't want to have a problem with them, don't break the law. Obey it. It's that simple. But it's time for the people in this country to start backing the police. That's supportive of our community. You know, it really makes me upset that we have all of these protesters out there protesting against the police. And yet what they don't realize is that at the end of the day, when those police officers go home to their families, when they take off that uniform and they're relaxing at home or they're out and about in their community, they're not wearing that uniform, guess what? They're also a part of our community. They're also citizens in our community. But they go above that and beyond the call of duty when they answer that call to put on that uniform and that badge to be the guardian of that community, to protect it. That's, you know, that's a hero in my book. In fact, the ones that wear the blue, they're the heroes, not the criminals and the thugs that the opposition wants to put into that status. But the cops are heroes, and they prove it every day. I hear plenty of people on the opposite side that, you know, are trying to wrap cops in this one label that they're all bad. They're not. In fact, it's funny. They're focused on the less than 1% that tarnish or dishonor that badge, instead of being out there and thanking the 99.5% that are good, honest, true servants to our community. Numbers don't lie. But the attacks on cops need to end. And you can damn well know that I'm going to be out there myself. Even if I'm standing out there alone, I know there's other people that have that are in our movement, that support it, and that have been out there. But for me, I'm willing to go out there, even if I'm the only one standing out there, to support the police. But there's plenty of people in our movement that support them and that have been out there too. I'm just saying what I would be willing to do too. Back the cops, people. Start thanking them, because they answer a call that none of these anti-cop types are willing to answer. And that's the call to keep our community safe. So thank you once again, LEOs. We support you. We support the blue. Know that there are many other people that do too. Thanks for watching.